What is going on, guys? I am Jehovah. First off, I want to say that this gameplay is nothing special. It's the first thing I found laying around on my hard drive. I'm pretty sure it's going to be completely mediocre and pointless, but I just grabbed something I could talk over. Second of all, I want to say that this video isn't anything that is false or trying to troll you guys or anything. I would never try to do that with this sort of subject matter. But I need to talk to you guys about a few things today. So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you've seen some pets from time to time. And if you've been around for a while, you remember my dog Rocky. I had a Brindle pit bull, and he was awesome. Loved him. But we ended up getting rid of Rocky because he was just a puppy, and puppies do what puppies do. And, they're a lot of work and everything. And we decided that we weren't ready to handle all that and take care of all that. And so we ended up getting rid of him because we thought it was the best decision at the time or whatever. So we don't have him anymore. And I just never announced that or whatever because I don't know. I guess I didn't feel like it mattered. So I don't have Rocky anymore. But then I had Cheech, and so I had Cheech for, probably 5 or 6 years. Cheech was awesome. I was in a pet store randomly one day and saw him and his little brother that somebody had brought in and given to the pet store. And I didn't even really know what a chinchilla was. I had no idea, but it looked awesome and I thought it was cool. And I was like, well, what the hell? I'll get it and I'll have a little caged furry critter. And I ended up naming him Cheech the chinchilla. And he was awesome. I loved him. It was a lot of fun. He was a really cool pet. I recommend them. I think a lot of my viewers actually got chinchillas because of him. I get pictures on Twitter and stuff all the time. Oh, look, I bought a chinchilla because of Cheech and stuff like that. So Cheech was a very loved YouTube chinchilla, I believe. But so a while back, a few days ago, I was streaming, and somebody actually asked about Cheech, and I mentioned actually Cheech isn't doing very well. I fed him. I cleaned out his cage and fed him one day, maybe a week ago or so, and a couple days passed, and I noticed that he hadn't touched any of his food, and I was like, well, that's odd. Usually he eats his food faster than that, and so he was sitting there, and I opened the cage and I tried to get him out. I was just gonna hold him, and whenever I went to pick him up, he kind of made an odd noise. And he started running around like he was hurt maybe, but he, from appearance, he didn't seem like he was there was anything drastically wrong with him or whatever. But so I thought that was weird. And, and I gave it another day. I was like, well, maybe he's just, not feeling the best or whatever. And I woke up the next morning and he still hadn't eaten anything. So at that point, I had looked it up online. It said that they can get conditions like that where if they're just not feeling well, they won't eat. And so it said to try grinding up some of his food. So I took some of his food and ground it up and mixed it with a little bit of water and tried to feed it to him with a dropper thingy. And he tried to eat. He was kind of nibbling at it or whatever. And I was like, okay, good, he's trying, and I'm going to help as much as I can. And I tried that a couple times, and he seemed like he was moving around a little bit better. I gave him one of his dust baths or whatever, and he did that, and he seemed like he was moving around a little bit better, and I was like, well, hopefully he'll just fight it out. I actually looked into the vets around here, and none of them were chinchilla certified, which I guess is a thing. So, I was just like, well, hopefully he'll fight through it or whatever. But unfortunately, I got to his cage today, and he wasn't moving, and usually he sleeps and scares the shit out of me. I'll go over and touch his cage and he jumps right up and he's like, what the fuck are you doing bothering me? So he was sitting still, and I went over there and touched his cage, and today he didn't move. So Cheech passed on. I don't know what exactly happened. He was sick from something, obviously, and got the better of him. So unfortunately, now my room where the chinchilla cage was, there's nothing there now. I had to get rid of all that today, and Cheech is now gone. So it's kind of fucked up, Cheech was awesome, and I loved him, and I'm sure you guys did too. So I just wanted to let you guys know what happened, so that way, you guys wouldn't just wonder why all of a sudden you hadn't seen him in a long time. But so yeah, that's what happened to Cheech. I guess I'll link some videos down below in the description of some of the videos I made with Cheech, if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, or if you just want to go back and check them out. But like I said, guys, I just want to let you know what was going on, and I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. Rest in peace, Cheech. You were the shit. I'll talk to you guys later.